Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 for your Sunday. It's going to be Clem and Shin here on Magannatha. It's going to be a 1v1, you know that. Top left, it's going to be Shin. Bottom right, it's going to be Clem. Yeah, let's switch those colors real quick in the bottom side there. It's an incredible TVZ from a DreamHack. Man, Shin, he changed his name from a Ragnarok and then kind of leveled up. His macro for the last games that I cast of his like 3 or 4 months ago were super impressive, man. And Clem's macro is equally impressive. So let's see if Shin can take down Clem. Clem is favored at this point. He is the EWC World Championship. And DreamHack is a qualifier for EWC 2025, which is coming up. I'm very excited for it. StarCraft 2 in 2025 is looking good here. Hatch first here from Shin. No weird stuff. Just a macro opening, which is good if you're facing off against Clem. He's very adept at handling cheeses. And again, he's excellent at macro as well. So good luck to Shin here today. He does like using Mutalisks in TVZ, kind of like Rogue used to do, right? Make a lot of Mutalisks, just keep macroing out Mutalisks. A lot of them will die, but it's very hard to keep up with like 100 Mutalisks coming at you over and over again if you're a Terran player. I know there are Widow Mines, I know there are Thors, but trust me, Rogue makes it work sometimes, or made it work sometimes. I haven't seen that style from him from a while, but Shin is basically the logical conclusion, and let's see, what is I'm going to say here? Sequel to Rogue? Maybe heir to Rogue's Mutalisk Empire, but we will see what's going on here in this Shin Magannatha game against Clem. Reaper opening. Third base at, sub 2 minutes. All right. So that delays the queens here. See, look, no queen, 1 queen delayed, but 6 lings. The SCV did scout out. So he knows it's a hatch first. Thanks, Steve. No problem, Mr. Reaper here. And yeah, everything's okay. Everything's all right here from Shin. Taking that third early doesn't mean you lose like 10 drones to this Reaper, which leads me to believe why. Why Zerg players... Leads me to believe? Leads me to ask why. Why don't Zerg players take an early third more often? There's nothing Clem can do about it. It helps your macro. More larva, more creep spread as well. More income. There we go. Third command center sub 3 minutes. We've got a starport. We've got a factory. We've got everything standard in Clem's base here today. Yeah, that's right. 1 kill, Mr. Reaper. 1. Wait, oh, creep tumor? Wait. Creep tumor losses do show up on the units lost tab. What the heck? Why does this Reaper have a kill, but the units lost tab does not show a unit lost? Excellent reaction time there from Shin. Making an extractor and then canceling it. Chop, 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 chop. That's right. Stab them away. Stab them away. Get out of here. Queens are defense. Banshees are offense. Good positioning there by those queens. Simultaneously protecting the natural here and the third. Sniping off a creep tumor. Oh, maybe not. Is that a change? Maybe killing a creep tumor that is in the process of building gets a kill there, but it doesn't show up on the unit's lost tab. Huh. Yeah, speedlings. Queens, admirable job here defending against Clem's super good harassment in TVZ. But look at this, 53 workers from Shin at 4 minutes and 47 seconds. We've got spores coming up. We've got Banshees on the field, on the way here, and Shin's early game, whew, looks very good right now. I like it a lot. Cloak is even going to finish up here. Third base landing. Creep spreading, despite the best efforts of Mr. Clem here. We've got a barracks. We've got another barracks. This is not going to be a mech play. We've got 2 engineering bays. Mech plays at this level, we're not going to see them. We're not going to see them until maybe another patch shows up to kind of buff mech and make it more viable. Mech is viable at the lower levels, especially in Diamond League and lower, but at this level, at the highest levels of StarCraft 2, no. Assassinating a queen, no! Hellions and Reapers assassinating a queen, it does happen. Not very often, because both of those things are very, very poor at killing queens. As you can see here, queen alive with 15 hit points. Glial reconstitution on the way. We've got STEM being researched. We've got +1/+1 from those engineering bays, as we all know. And how many kills? How many kills? 0 kills. 0 kills. So Shin, pretty flawless opening, man. Not overmaking lings. Queen's rebuffing everything. We've got 69 workers here on 4 bases. Just about 4 bases. Crushing it. I'm impressed. I'm impressed by Shin. I was prepared to be impressed by Shin, but excellent, excellent stuff here. So happy Sunday. Hope you're enjoying the StarCraft, man. I do try to save maybe a little bit better replays than average for Sunday for the channel. So tap that like button, hit that subscribe, man. I'm here 5 times a week with StarCraft 2 content. A lot of it's lobby stuff. Bunch of it's this high level stuff here too. Looking forward to that. Lings trying to jump in, and they do catch a couple of Marines here. Okay, then their buddies show up, and you got to get the heck on out. Hive on the way at 7 minutes. He started this thing sub 7 minutes, dude. Baneling Nest. He's getting upwards for ground carapace and missile attacks. Hellions. And barbecuing up a couple more of those Zerglings. Brutal stuff. But once again, how many drones have died today? 0 drones have died today. Hellions on the flank attack. Bam. Kitty A charge does a little bit of damage to a Hellion and nothing else. Maybe setting up for a 4th base here is Clem. But like I said, Clem's macro's insane. He's at 70 workers, both players. Getting up to just massive economies at 7 minutes. Looking really, really strong. 4th CC on the way from Clem. Indicates probably going to expand over here if I had to guess. And here comes a little 7-8 minute timing attack. Banelings, slow Banelings, yes. Roaches, Ravagers, yes. Infestors also, yes. Baneling speed also, yes. So look, I'm not a big fan of the Roach Ravager against Terran, but once you add Banelings into that comp, I'm a much bigger proponent of the strategy. That queen finally goes down because guess what? Marines and Marauders showed up. They're way better against queens than Hellions are. Look at this anti-drop roach tech. That positioning by those roaches is so good. So look, the Infestors are out. Adrenals on the way at 8:30. Ultralisks getting fired up at 8:41 here too. I mean, this is great. I can get Ultras out at about 9 minutes. But usually in a game where I'm being left alone by the enemy, this is not being left alone by the enemy. This is Clem trying to kill you for the first 9 minutes of the game, making enough to handle Clem's harassment and getting Ultralisks out at 9 minutes. It's insane. I mean, in fairness, I would already have Ultras coming now, and his Ultra Cavern is not done yet. But that's the nature of it, right? That is how... Oh, those Hellbats are tanky against these Lings. That's why you do this. If you are Shin. Bam! Beautifully done. Just absolutely raffle stomping that setup. Man, Banelings connecting, kind of. Roaches, Ravagers getting work done. Corrosive Biles going down. Widow Mines. Ow. Roaches don't die to a single Widow Mine. Look at this push, dude. Look at this push by Shin. He's going for it. He's maxed out. Roach, Ravager, Baneling. He's making Ultras on the follow-up. His Adrenal's finishing up any minute now. I would probably wait for Adrenal personally. All right, those Banelings not getting anything at all. I'm not sure where the Infestors are way down here. What are you doing? But then on the other side of it, we're okay. Trying to deal with these Lings and with Marines and Marauders on this side of the map. Adrenal is done now. Adrenal is done. The Lings can do a little bit better. What absolute chaos is on display here? Is this a sneaky two for Baneling? Baneling, bam, on the Marauders. That's what they want to do. The Infestor's getting up Fungal off on these SCVs. Oh, another beautiful Fungal off. But everybody dies anyway, because Fungal doesn't stop you from murdering the Roaches and the Ravagers there. 26 SCVs died. 150 to 123 supply. This is what I'm talking about. Shin! Shin is leveling up, folks. Nice pullback against that Widow Mine into the third base. It's a ghost town for SCVs. There's one SCV living here. It's Old Man Ferguson. The Ultras have joined the party. And are they... I feel like they're glitched out. No, they are attacking. Okay, good. I was like, are they glitched? No. Sometimes they get glitched out. Their tusks don't move. Dude, 4 more SCVs go down on a counterattack down this way. But yeah, the point I was trying to make was, yes, I can have maxed out Ultralisk armies out at 9 minutes, but only if nobody bothers me. And if I can do that, Shin can probably get it out at 7 minutes, but Clem is bothering him, and that slows it down to where Shin gets the Ultra army out at, 11 minutes here instead. That's why you harass as Terran. If you don't harass, even a mediocre Zerg player like me can have a giant Ultra army out at 9 minutes, maybe even a little bit earlier than that, depending on how awesome I'm feeling that day. Into the main base, big old drop comes right on in. Extractor dies. Adrenal Lings on top of your Marines and Marauders. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, I think Clem. Oh, look at this little intermediate spot here on Magannatha. Man, trying to drop into this base too with Liberator support. How do you even deal with this? You have to get range stuff to handle this stuff. Lings and Ultras and Banelings are not going to deal with that. That's so annoying. Maybe you drop them. Dude, 17 drones have died. Bloodbath of epic proportions on both sides right now. Dropping in again, countering into the 4th base. Planetary dead. Takes it right on down. Widowmine's getting hits. But these guys still continuing to be insanely annoying. An Ultralisk has to change direction, gets taken out by these Marines and these Marauders, but into the natural base we go. Double dropped supply depot getting killed. He's like, no, I do want to kill that actually. Yes, okay. Clem loses a bunch of supply there, not supply block, only because he's at 133 supply. Dude, crackling's in. So many workers have died on both sides. The spawning pool is getting kind of focused down here by Clem. Worker death count is 67 and 35. Spawning pool is down. This hatch is also going to die. Clem has taken massive hits to his face here. This is absolutely insane play. What a game on both sides of it. Clem's taken serious damage to his economy. He has turned around and done serious damage to Shin to his economy, but it's 62 to 25 workers right now. If anyone can recover from this, it's Clem. Look at the range on that Widow Mine. Oh, nice fungal. Corrosive Biles take down that Widow Mine earlier and attacking in kiting. No more fungals available. Good Corrosive Bile on that Liberator, though. Really overstimmed army here. The Ultra do a little bit better job chasing since a patch about 2 years ago. Still not great, but yeah, Lings are much better at it through the speed zone. But guess what? Your pursuers also get access to the speed zone. Look at Clem being everywhere. He's there. He's here. He just killed that base or canceled it. I can't even tell right now. This game is way too chaotic. Clem on 3 bases at 14 minutes. Not feeling happy about it. That is a full medevac with like 4 hit points on it. Where are the queens? Man, Aspire is here. Some Corruptors would be awesome. Like 2 or 3 Corruptors. He gets another hatch. He kills another hatch. Clem. Clemmy's everywhere right now. Dude, it's now a 3-basing Shin. Clem has put Shin into the spot that he's in. He's got a ton of workers, but guess what? Having 58 workers on 2 mining bases is not going to help you all that much. Yeah, he needs Corruptors bad. He does not really have the gas for Corruptors, unfortunately. Ooh, that Liberator sets up in Spore range again. It unsieges and then moves to resiege somewhere else, and it's still in Spore range. That hurts. Yeah, Corruptors. He doesn't have the gas for Corruptors. He simply doesn't. Oh, taking down a Spore is so smart. Doesn't have a lot of HP. It can do a lot against these Liberators. Changelings. Oh, Widowmine gets a bunch of kills there. Army value is 100 to 106. Clem's economy is not good, but he's got mules. Let's never forget the mules. Dude, this positioning. Like, what is this spot right here? Finally, a queen shows up and kills these medevacs, but look at these dudes on the high ground. There are no roaches. There are no ravagers right here. There are probably some on the map. There they are. They are needed. You need a fungal to catch the... Oh, this is so bad. He's trying to get a fungal on it, but Clem's staying out of range of the infestors very intentionally. He knows if he catches a fungal, everything here probably dies. His units are fast and they are ranged. Therefore, kiting is how you stay alive. Oh, he snipes. A fungal does go down, but it only catches a couple marauders. Infestors are getting killed here too. The chaos at this third base is intense. Are these guys still just parked back here? Yeah, man, they are. Lifting the third base, fungling up again, but not enough stuff left here to actually finish off the stuff that's been fungled. Baneling, no. Still no. Great target firing. One crackling shows up, tries to kill a marauder, can't do it. This is a bloodbath. This is the scrappiest TVZ. There you go. Queens show up and finally take these guys out. I have seen in a hot minute. It is 16 minutes. Nobody's at 100 supply. 80 to 80 total supply here. Shin, bigger army. Clem, bigger army. Wait. Shin, better economy. Clem, better army. This is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. The pickups. Again, if you could afford a couple Corruptors here, I think it would go a long way, Shin. No way Clem comes back and wins this game. But look at this giant drop. Look at that from the high ground. You can hit those drones at that third, fourth base. Oh, man. Army value is so much bigger. Okay, a couple Marines die, but then look, you drop there. What an abusable position this is. Who made this map? Somebody that hates Zerg, that's who. Yeah, you almost can't go Ultra Ling Bane on this map because that position is so abusable. The main hatch goes down. It's not the hive. That is elsewhere. But still, losing it totally sucks. Clem is fighting and scratching and clawing his way back into winning this game. He is the better player in all fairness, but my goodness, the economic situation here just seems like it should be a win from Shin, but Clem is the master of taking bad positions and turning them into good ones for him. It's not easy. He's retaken his fourth base, floated the orbital from the main into there. Across the bile, missing that marauder. Ravager fighting. Got him. This is so annoying. Yeah. Clem understands this map is a good one for medevacs, and he is using them to their utmost today. Oh, Lings get all into the fourth base. There's not actually a planetary here, so these Lings can get a lot of work done. They've got +2 attack and +3 armor. They're almost full cracklings here. Almost. Getting that Widowmine to hit those SCVs with your Lings would be an incredibly Gosu move. That would be incredibly good, but no, not able to do that. Nice fungal, nice pickup. Medevacs, another fungal will kill them. They're very low on HP here, but... You know, about 5 minutes ago, it was said that Shin is going to win this game, but I think it's flipped. I think it is flipped to where Clem is ahead. That 72 to 66 army supply. Worker count is not as dire as it was for Clem, 25. He's got mules. He doesn't have a ton of mules, right? He's got 3 orbitals. That's not infinite mules all the time, like if you had 10 orbitals. So he's in trouble, dude. Yeah, just sending a couple lings down to try to kill what you can. Take what you can get. Give nothing back. Liberators got 14 kills. Oh. And I love that Shin has been incorporating infestors into this. You need them. Vipers, infestors, something. He burrows his army. I love the burrowed Ultralisk move. It's always hilarious to see this 8-ton giant monster with 35-foot-long tusks burrow. Just into the ground. Immediately. Like, the Lings have this little dig animation when they burrow, but I'm pretty sure that Ultras just kind of, like, sit down in the ground. Let's just see if they burrow again. Probably not. Yeah, Corruptor. Stop making Ultralisks and get, like, 4 Corruptors. You will be so happy you had 4 Corruptors. I promise. Yeah, Clem's getting back on his feet, man. He's at 103 army supply. He's going to go boost over to this intermediate high ground here. I guess this time there are a couple Ravagers anyway, like 2 of them. Crucibile's doing a pretty good job uploading, unloading, reloading, uploading, downloading. These medevacs doing a ton of work here. I'm trying to figure out, though, can Clem win this game? Can he do it? Look at this burrowed infestor. What are you doing over here? What is your plan exactly? Corruptor. Okay, before the Spire dies, because you never saved it, build some Corruptors. Dude, if Shin wins this without Corruptors. I mean, he's in a position to do it. In all fairness, he's 100% in a spot to do it. He needs a fungal. There's the fungal. Catches it. Banelings crashing in. Big time damage to Clem's army. Chasing it down as fast as they can. Can't catch me on the gingerbread man, says Clem. As his natural base is forced to be lifted off too to try to provide more value for him. Another fungal and a couple marauders. The Ultras don't want to be tanking against those marauder shots at all. So they come on in and try to get some damage here. Crucible taking out the Liberator. Hopefully no real splash damage there on the Ultralisks. Forcing, there you go, forcing the orbital to lift off, and it's on fire, and forcing a repair now. 12 more SCVs die. Clem is at 15 workers. Chasing, 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 chasing. And out of there. Shin's effectively mining on 2 bases, 1.5 bases. He needs a new base somewhere. Whether here, this Widow Mine's actually not killed anything. Maybe take one of the corner bases if you can. He thought about, I guess, taking this one. Seems pretty abusable, but no, armies are on different sides of the map here. At least most of Shin's army is over here. Getting that wraparound so the Ultras can actually engage there is so important, but Clem targeting the Lings so he doesn't get trapped. This is some insanely good micro. This is why Ultras aren't very good against Terran. At least not great Terran players, because they have so many answers to them. It hasn't been Ghosts today, but it has been Marauders and Liberators and really good micro. Shin expanding to the top right. Can he hold on to that thing? Clem's got this weird base here. He's muling it. It's only 15 workers from Shin, but look at that income advantage. Corrosive Bile. Bam. Catching that Marauder. No, not one Ultralisk. Sorry, man. I appreciate you've got full armor, but these Marauders hit like trucks. Once again, just kite, kite, kite into the speed zone. Fungals it. Another. Is that a second fungal? Maybe. Oh, okay, that's a good engagement from Shin. It's a good judgment. My brain was trying to combine the words good and engagement. That's a new one. Clem just kind of hanging out inside Shin's main base. Killing stuff. Dude, this getting wiped out. This base is in a lot of trouble. Are we base racing? Clem's best bet might be going for just kind of trading out a bunch of bases here. Because his bases can lift off. Top right base is gone. Dude, Clem is going to win this. Clem is going to win this. Yeah, Hive is down. Army value 83 to 59. Free Infestor is free. Roach Warren, Baneling Nest. All the tech is dying. Shin needed Corruptors. I will die on this hill that he needed Corruptors. He needed them. And he simply didn't get them. He simply never picked them up. These medevacs were abusing everything the whole game, everywhere, every way. Every time Shin tried to go attack an army, bam, there was a pickup. Bam, there was a drop on this high ground or this intermediate area. Okay, that wasn't the greatest pickup I've ever seen. More stuff died there than probably needed to, but look at this. Clem's got the income advantage right now because these bases keep dying. Shin's got maybe one last hurrah here, but nah. God, that Infestor wanders in, dies. That's just sloppy micro from Shin. I cannot believe Clem made the comeback in this game. I mean, I thought he could because he's Clem. But wow. What a comeback. He took so much damage, but he was able to dish out so much damage too. That's how this works, friends. If you're a Terran and you're taking hits to your economy, go across the map, go kill some drones, kill some bases like this. Shin trying to expand again. But the medevacs have been the MVP of this game. He scans in, sees this base, says nope. You don't get this one either. Shin does not have the money to build a new hatch if this thing dies. So he saves it. The whole army responds to save this thing because that's all he can do. Desperately trying to get a spore up here as this drop comes in. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that gets canceled or killed. That gets killed. No, canceled, I think. Shin's making more Zerglings. This is the scrappiest 26-minute TVZ I have perhaps ever cast in my entire life. This is crazy low econ on both sides of it. 8 to 17 workers. Clem has taken himself from a 40 worker disadvantage to an advantage here at 27 minutes. Huge, important Widowmine shot. Fungal comes in from the angle. Their Ultras are dead. Roaches are garbage at this stage of the game. Kite, 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 kite. GG Clem gets the win. The comeback. The comeback. I mean, you know it's Clem, right? When he was down, you honestly felt like, you know, Clem, he's a monster. He could probably come back from this game. I cannot believe he did it, though. I can't believe he did it. Just 95 drones, 101 SCVs. Bad day to be a worker. But also 6 hatcheries and a hive killed. I say it's usually 10, but in this situation, Corruptors, that's it. Corruptors, fewer Ultralisks, more Corruptors. The Fungals were great. Everything else was good. I liked the Banelings, the Lings, the Ultras, the Ravagers, even the Roaches to a certain extent. The Corruptors needed to be there. The Medevacs did not die nearly quickly enough. There were still 11 Medevacs at the end of this game. 11. Of the 79 army supply that Clem had, 11 of it was Medevacs. Medevacs. 17 Infestors died, but they did their best. Some of them were a little bit lazy and sloppy, but that's not their fault. And just no orbitals died today. 1 planetary died. Clem, what did he do? Clem produced 3 orbitals today and a planetary. The planetary died and none of the orbitals died. That's how crazy this game was. That's it. That's absolutely insane. What a game. What a game from our guy, Clem, for your Sunday. Man. All right. Well, Terran fans happy. Zerg players a little bit frustrated, I imagine, here. But that's just Clem. That's the power. He will be in 4 places at once. He will macro as much as he can. Yeah, did you knock him down to 30 workers? Well, he's going to knock you down to 8 workers. Have fun with that. Just everywhere, every time. APM check, 500 to 500 here. Shin had more APM, but 500 average APM in a 27-minute game of StarCraft is bonkers. It just is. It's bonkers. All right. So that's a GG. That is an epic, scrappy TVZ for your Sunday. And that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.